Ho ho ho! Welcome back to the 12 Days of Anime, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host with the most. My name is Savagezweipanda, and well, you know, with the 12 Days of Anime, what is on the shelf today? Is it Black Clover, the thing that Shonen Jump is trying to push incredibly hard to be one of the next things in that magazine? I think it might be. So today, especially, is going to be talking about Black Clover, as this year has been a pretty big one for Black Clover. This is where, this whole year has been Jump kind of noticing Black Clover, and this is the first time for this manga to actually get his, push in the magazine. Yuki Tabata finally being able to get a Jump Festa anime alongside confirming a TV anime series for Black Clover. So a lot of stuff has happened for it, and also as well, a big chunk of the story went through this year as well for Black Clover. So today's video is really just honest gonna say what is gonna be happening with Black Clover, and with the biggest question of all, is Black Clover going to be a major fail for Shonen Jump? Is it going to flop very hard for them as they are trying to push it? Shonen Jump has had this issue for a little while now as a lot of their big hitters have ended this year, and also as well the previous year they've had a very big issue of filling in the gaps. Sadly, One Piece and Haikyuu, well, two of their biggest hitters and all that, and ever since they've had such titles like Assassination Classroom and alongside with Naruto, even as well that Bleach didn't do well in the rankings, it still did incredibly well in the sales. We had a big hit, and especially we got Gintama as well, which does very well in the magazine. And it's pretty much like I said, I'm pretty sure a lot of those series that they got in there aren't going to last as long as some of the others that they've had. So they really want to push on these brand new series that are coming out there, especially stuff like My Hero Academia that came up with a pretty, successful launch. And then you also as well have stuff like Black Clover, and then a few of the other stuff that they're really wanting to pretty much put a lot of money and chips on it right now, especially stuff maybe they might have potential in stuff like Promised Neverland. But will this work with Black Clover, as Black Clover literally out of the gate had some huge problems and controversy with it? Mainly something as even someone that really enjoys Black Clover can even address and fully agree with most of the complaints that has to Black Clover, is that it feels way too much that it's taking stuff from other series. You immediately you see in chapter 1 he has the big sword Ichigo coming into him, he has the kind of the dream of Naruto wanting to become the Wizard King, alongside you have this guy Magi Dungeons roaming around, you have a bunch of characters, and even some of his own characters that he's had from other series are pretty much in here. There's one of the recent chapters that you just had one of the characters look exactly the same from one of the other characters. He's done it before, and that was the thing where it's that was a very big negative press it had from the start. However, ever since then Black Clover has started to gain out of this shell a little bit, and it's actually been really enjoyable when he starts doing his own material, which I don't think is mainly at the fault of the mangaka for taking all those ideas, because I have seen the guy's previous work before. He has done some very clever stuff, if you saw with Hungry Joker was actually really well. I loved the fact of the scientific theory he was using with all the characters and their work. It was actually kind of some real clever shit. It was actually felt a little bit fresh and new, and the amount of feats that Haiji could do with that stuff compared to what Asta could, it was incredible. So honestly, I think a lot of that was on Shonen Jump's end as well, but then again, I'm not going to blame entirely Shonen Jump. That could be a little bit about saying oh, if they ain't broke, don't fix it. And maybe that was kind of what they were thinking a lot with Clover, is just throw it on the wall, see if it sticks. If not, next time we have to work with it. And I think the Black Clover was just in that right place at the right time, where it was yeah, we actually need another action series. We need another Battle 1. And I actually am happy that it is getting this love and all that. Will I still say and all that it's the best series? And that I would never say that Black Clover. No, when you got stuff in there Gintama and One Piece and but even Promised Neverland, out of all the brand new series and all that, has been astounding with how much I've been loving that stuff. At the end of the day, the most important thing about Black Clover is Black Clover entertaining? Is it fun? Is it enjoyable? And yes, it is enjoyable, but can you take it seriously and say oh, this is a great, written piece of work? Sadly, I cannot. And that's someone from who actually defended the series when it first came out, and even will still stick to his guns as well, still saying that I will keep reviewing the series. I still really enjoy Black Clover, and I really want it to do well. Maybe Studio Period, even though they've had a bunch of rough edges lately with a bunch of their anime adaptations, I'm hoping that maybe they can work on it. And people are saying as well that for quite a while that maybe like the Bleach like kind of guys that were working on it, like when they were doing the Bleach anime, might actually work on this project. So if that's the case, if this is going to be like the people from Period that animated Bleach, then I think we're in very capable hands with them, since the Bleach anime out of all of like the big three animes always looked, to me personally, one of the most gorgeous on that. I really did like some of the stuff that they had, the fight choreography and all that. It looked absolutely fantastic. And then, you know, even as well with Naruto as well, like just so good at points and all that when they had like those certain special episodes. Question is though, guys, what do you honestly think about this? Do you think Black Clover is going to be a major fail, or do you think it's going to be a huge success and all that? We'll have to wait until 2017 to find out what exactly that answer is going to be with the anime coming out. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys though next time.